Okay, this video is going to focus on helping you to review your own personal completion of exercise 1 of your parallelism exercises. They will help you to see the differences in sentences that represent parallel structure, which you can see I've color-coded in blue and shown you the parts of the sentences that represent parallel structure. And then also we'll then look at sentences that represent a lack of parallelism and look at why these sentences lack parallelism or may exhibit faulty parallelism. I'll point out as we get started that talking about parallelism or parallel structure would be interchangeable terms. And what we're really looking for as a basic kind of tenet is that our structures that are of equal rank, in a sentence like number 2, where I'm looking at what filled my summers as a youth, these things that were of equal rank, living at my grandmother's, working on the farm, and hiking in the mountains, are worded in the same grammatical form. Certainly the words are not going to be the same, but the phrasing or the form of the word is going to be the same. While you wouldn't need to, on an ACT or SAT question, call this word a gerund, this ing to the end of this action word like hike or work, working, hiking, even living, may be a word that you recognize from our dangling and misplaced modifiers unit. But these things that filled my summers as a youth are worded in the same or parallel ways. If we jump down to number 4, you'll see a similar kind of construction in looking at the duties of Jane at the studio. Jane's duties include organizing shot locations, arranging lights, and editing videotape. And I know it may seem, if we simply looked at number 2 and number 4, that maybe this is a matter of the phrasing of our action words looking as if they have to have that ing or ing part of the action word to make parallel structure, and that's simply not the case. We see that in number 5 when we look at not gerund words, but we can see that making things of equal rank is about the type of grammatical structure. It's not one particular grammatical structure, and here's what I mean. If I'm looking at what my what this job taught me, accuracy is a noun, completeness is a noun, and punctuality is a noun. And so when I talk about things like equal rank, just want to make sure that I would be wording what I was taught by my part-time job as nouns. If I've started this list as nouns, then I need to continue this list as nouns as well. Sometimes students will ask about this word completeness. They'll say, well, it doesn't have a Y at the end, like accuracy or punctuality. That's not a problem. These are still nouns, and so it's the same grammatical word. That is it the same part of speech? And so as we bounce down to number 8, which also represents parallel structure or parallelism, we can see that the things that really interest Dan are 2 things: putting pieces of raw video and audio together and creating a finished product. And so these 2 words, once again, with the ing element of them, creates parallel structure. So the blue in my key helps you to understand things that are parallel, I hope. My intention, though, was to have in yellow things that made the sentence go kind of out of whack, if you will, or had the sentence represent a lack of parallelism or faulty parallelism. Because even if we had verbs in number 1 in the example sentence, the form of the verb is important. These past tense verbs in pirouetted, stepped, and then the change to leaps, a present tense verb, throws the sentence out of parallelism. So that would need to be labeled as non-parallel. You can see how there's a different kind of faulty parallelism in number 3. You may remember the term infinitive from the dangling and misplaced modifier unit, where you have the verb to paired with a verb like prepare, or on the previous test you took, to cook, or here the second infinitive would not be to interpreting. We can see how that's not a present tense verb here, and it doesn't share the same grammatical structure as to prepare. If it were to be parallel, we'd have to have it say to prepare and to interpret. Going down to number 6, you can see that number 6 should be listed as non-parallel. If we were listing the things that she likes when she gets a chance, or things that she likes to do, you can see that we have these infinitives once again in to go country dancing, and our 2 blue phrases, to watch all sorts of sports events. But the second of the things that she likes to do is simply listed as a noun phrase, not an infinitive phrase, but just a thing, a drive in the mountains. If, for example, it said to drive in the mountains, it would achieve parallelism. So sometimes it's just a quick fix of changing the form of the wording, or changing the wording to achieve that kind of smooth and clear and consistent kind of wording. Once again, we want to be looking at the parts of speech in number 7, which I'm noticing lacks some of my color coding. So I'm going to add that and then show you how 2 of the parts of the business, financial, which would be an adjective, and operational, which is also an adjective, don't concur or don't agree with the law. So that's what makes this sentence not parallel. While I didn't ask you to change these sentences, some of you might be already anticipating changing the law to legal, and therefore knowing how to change this sentence to make it parallel. Okay, and number 9, we need to look for things that would be of equal rank that make Ralph sound like a typical teenager. We have when he talks on the phone, gives in to peer pressure. Those are things that are active verbs. But flouting parental authority throws that sentence off kilter and doesn't have that same kind of clarity and same kind of consistency of tense that would make it parallel. Finally, we have a lack of parallelism in number 10. We can see that writing any long paper would require, once again, nouns. Think about, what kind of word is this? Energy is a noun. Commitment is a noun. But dedicating doesn't have that same kind of grammatical structure. That is, it's not the same part of speech as is energy and commitment. So we would label this sentence as not parallel. In the next exercises, you're going to be thinking of ways in which you can make the sentences achieve parallelism by choosing a phrase or a word of your own that will stay consistent and achieve parallelism within the blanks that are listed in exercise 2.